It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
It's showtime. What's happening, everybody? Yeah, you know who it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Yes, Geno Jones Showtime. Guess you kind of figured out. I'm Geno Jones. I come to you live right here on my YouTube channel, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. if you're in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. if you're out in Los Angeles. Please subscribe to my channel. Tell everybody you know, or your friends, families, foes, co-workers, church members, cousins, colleagues, enemies, whoever it is, aliens, folks that you see, the Uber and Lyft driver, folks on the subway, on the train, whatever it is. Subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. Please share this in every episode and like all the episodes, all right? If you'd like to be a sponsor, if you'd like to advertise, I'd love to have you join the Geno Jones Show family. And if you're looking for the ultimate pitch man, or the new term, brand ambassador, or influencer, I'm the original OG influencer, not the king. I'm the king of pitch men. Leave me a message right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we got a relatively short show today. No guests, because I want you to be able to go back and binge watch all of my great episodes. Really, for the last year, I'm going to have a big anniversary show coming up real soon. I'll tell you more about that later, soon enough, but not right now. But I want you to make sure when I wrap this show up, go back and binge watch. I've had some great guests. As a matter of fact, last week, I had the legendary Cool from Kool and the Gang. They got a brand new song out. So we talked about that, talked about when they're going back on tour, and just some really funny stories from Kool and the Gang. Friday, my weekend review show is always fire with Keela Carson. My monologues always fire. So I want you to be able to go back and binge watch, because I know it's hard. And I want to thank everybody. I want to shout out everybody. All my regulars, all my classmates, former classmates from Columbia College, Chicago, like Brandy Davis. I want to shout out all my classmates, former classmates from Dunbar Career Academy now. It was Dunbar Vocational, my fellow mighty men and mighty women. Shout out to Lisa Young and my family, Greg Alston, Krista Alston, and everybody that watches, and just from all over. From my people out on the West Coast, out in Los Angeles, up in Portland, in Memphis, in Detroit City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, family in Atlanta, in Miami, New York City, in Houston, Texas. Man, we got folks, Milwaukee checking in, folks watching from all over. So all my new subscribers, I want to say thank you for watching. And before I get out here, one of my new subscribers who listens to my radio show that you can pick up on the TuneIn app, star 997, star 997. Just had I'm a shout her out. I got the information. She just subscribed to the show. She actually won some tickets to see a concert here in the area last Saturday. Yeah, it was like the Columbia R&B Fest. Columbia, South Carolina is about, I'd say about an hour, 20-minute drive. 15, 20-minute drive from where I am standing right now. So you got Keith Sweat, Bobby Brown. Shout out to Bobby. Shout out to Keith Sweat, Brian McKnight, Drew Hill. Shout out to Cisco and Jazz. Oh my God, the Jazz. This brother on the vocals is a beast. Shout out to Tevin Campbell, and shout out to El DeBarge. And a big shout out, and everybody, let's virtually, and if you know him personally, let's wrap our arms around El DeBarge. In case you didn't know, mentioned it last week, his older brother Tommy DeBarge, who was the founder of the group Switch. And then you had some of the Tommy and one of his brothers. They were members of Switch. Then they went on to form the group DeBarge, and man, the rest is history. Switch had a song. I'll call your name. And they'll never be. As a matter of fact, Switch, like late 70s, they were killing the game, one of the biggest R&B groups of that era. So if you know El DeBarge, send some prayers out to him and his family, losing their brother Tommy. That happened last week. So we talk about all that. So today, first of all, happy birthday today, Scorpios, October 27th, exactly 1 week away from my baby girl, Allie Jones, celebrating a birthday. She won't be a teenager anymore. Oh my God. I don't even want to think about it. I'll start crying. Celebrating her birthday today. You see this sister, she had a reality TV show. It was Tiny and Toya, Toya Wright, Lil Wayne's ex-wife. Toya is 38 today. Now, James Pickens Jr. Now, you may not know who the brother is. You're like, okay, gee, who's James Pickens Jr.? Okay, are you a Grey's Anatomy fan like Damaris? Damaris will not miss an episode of Grey's Anatomy. Shout out to Shonda Rhimes, South Suburban Chicago, Chi-Town woman doing her thing with Shonda Rhimes. Shout out to you, my sister, repping the Chi to the fullest, handling your business, a boss out there in Hollywood. So James Pickens Jr., celebrating a birthday today, he is 67. Now, if you are a fan of Grey's Anatomy, Dr. Richard Weber. Oh yeah, the brother, like the boss. I think he runs the hospital. He's like the boss in the hospital. So yes, Dr. Richard Weber, AKA James Pickens Jr., 67 today. And on this day in 1911, the greatest gospel voice, singing voice, the greatest gospel singer ever. Don't even bother adding me on social media. Don't add me on Twitter. Don't at me on Instagram. Don't leave a message. You can leave your comment. That's up to you. But there's no debate here. The greatest gospel singing voice ever was born on this day in 1911. Mahalia Jackson. Speaking of Chicagoan, south side of Chicagoan, Chicago, rest in peace, power, and paradise to the GOAT, the gospel GOAT, greatest of all time, Mahalia Jackson. Incredible singer, civil rights activist. That's something about Mahalia Jackson a lot of people didn't know. Oh yeah, she supported, financially, she supported in a huge way the civil rights movement in the 60s, financially supported Dr. King and many other civil rights leaders. Her and Aretha Franklin, that's two women, along with Harry Belafonte. Those are three people, two women, one guy, and there are others, but a lot of people didn't know about Mahalia Jackson, how integral and important she was in terms of financially supporting the civil rights movement. Because Dr. King, they were activists. They weren't making a lot of money. They were spending a lot of money traveling and setting up rallies and having to be bailed out of jail. So people like Mahalia Jackson, people like Aretha Franklin, people like Harry Belafonte really financially supported. And they were like the financial foundation of a lot of the civil rights organizations and civil rights leaders. So shout out to them. But Mahalia Jackson was born on this day in 1911. So, and one more thing before I wrap it up today, like I said, it's a short show, so you can go back and binge watch and share all the episodes, send them, you can email them, copy and paste the link. You can screen grab some of the show, put it up on TikTok. All my young folks out there, help Uncle G out, put some of the show, because we got some fire on there. Put it up on TikTok, create a viral moment, or you can screen grab some of it, put it up on Twitter, on Triller, on Instagram, on Facebook, or just share it right here on YouTube, all right? Just tell some more people to come over to the channel and subscribe. So, good news, speaking of young people, the FDA advisors, so advisors for the FDA, who are responsible for looking at all the data about vaccines, today recommended Pfizer's vaccine for children from 5 to 11 years old. So that means a week or two, the FDA, they will look at this data. So basically, the FDA advisors are doctors who don't work for like these pharmaceutical companies, so they don't have a financial stake. They don't have a financial incentive to maybe lie or fudge the books. So these are independent doctors who are experts. This is what they do. They look at all the data to make sure everything makes sense. So they've looked at all the data from Pfizer in terms of how safe and effective the Pfizer vaccine is for children between the ages of 5 years old to 11 years old. And they have basically, they recommended that, listen, go and get your kids between 5 and 11, go get their COVID-19 shot. Get them their vaccine. And the ones 12 and over, make sure they get their vaccine. As a matter of fact, parents and adults, make sure you got your vaccine. And if you need it, get your booster shot. This is nothing to play with. So we can get on the other side of this. Over 700,000 people have died. Enough already. It's too much, guys, really. Enough with the anti-vaccine, the anti-vaxxers and the anti-maskers, and I ain't trying to listen to, Kyrie, and I'm not even, at today's show, I'm not having that debate. Over 700,000 Americans have died. That is over 700,000 families that's going to be missing somebody in about a month. Less than a month, really. About a month. Thanksgiving is about 4 weeks away. It's going to be over 700,000 families. It's going to have an empty chair at their Thanksgiving table. It's going to be over 700,000 families that won't get to say Merry Christmas, not in person anyway, to somebody that they love very, very much. A grandparent, a mother, a father, a son, a daughter, a niece, a nephew. This is a sister, a brother. Come on, man. This is real. Stop playing around with this thing. All right, can we do that? All right, so good news. Pfizer's advisors, the FDA, I should say, the FDA advisors have recommended that Pfizer vaccine. They say, hey, it's good, safe and effective. Your kids between 5 and 11, you've been waiting to get them a shot. Go get them the Pfizer vaccine, all right? Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. And God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast, all right? So come on, say it with me. Subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. Share this and every, or as my man Nelly would say, repping St. Lou, I can't do it quite as good as Nelly. He's like, everybody, episode. So subscribe to the channel, share every episode, and like all the episodes. All right. Shout out to Mr. Mark L. Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram, on IG, Kelby Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. Alexandria Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show, who's going to be celebrating a birthday next Tuesday. You can check out Alexandria, fashion designer and fashion design major at Columbia College Chicago. Shout out to my alma mater, Columbia College Chicago repping. So, Alexandria on Instagram. Underscore is that line at the bottom. So underscore Lexi, LEXXIE, space Nicole, NICOLE designs, or Alexandria Jones, ALEXANDRIA Jones. All right, check out her work. She is awesome. And Bruce Gage, also stylist and wardrobe stylist consultant for the Geno Jones Show. Man, check out the fall fashions that listen, this brother's been in the business for like 3 decades. He is always a year and a half to 2 years ahead of the fashion game. So he's got some fashions that you'll see on his Instagram page that you'll see in these other stores in about a year and a half. All right, so check out Bruce Gage on Instagram. Just do a search. Bruce Gage. Gage is Gage. All right. Tonight, game 1 of the World Series. I don't care because the Chicago White Sox are not there. They not only are the Chicago White Sox going to be in the World Series next season, the 2022 season. Man, can you believe? Damn, 2022. My God, where's the time going? They're going to be the 2022 World Champions. But right now, the 2021 World Series kicks off tonight. The Atlanta Braves versus those cheaters down in Houston. The Houston Cheaters, Astros, I'm sorry. Even though, listen, I got mad respect for Dusty Baker. I always root for the black man in a leadership position because it's so hard for a brother or a sister to get in a leadership position, and there's always some ish that goes along with it. It was like when nobody else wanted to take the job after the Houston Astros got caught cheating against the Dodgers in the World Series, it always takes a black man to clean up somebody's mess. President Barack Obama had to come in and clean up the mess from W. All right. Now we got, along with an old white dude, we got a sister, a black woman, Vice President Kamala Harris, trying to clean up the mess of Orange Hitler. We always come in like the Avengers, like Black Panther, to save the day, to rescue everybody, and to clean up somebody else's mess. So, Dusty Baker, I got mad respect for you, my brother, but I can't root for you. I'm not rooting for either team, to be honest, because my Chicago White Sox are not in the World Series. Shout out to my Lakers, finally won a game the other night. Let's go. Let's go. LeBron, take care of that ankle. I think folks be rolling up intentionally on his ankle, but the injury he got the other night, that was legit. That was a legitimate accident. But last year, the dude that plays for the Atlanta, I don't know if he's still playing for the Atlanta Hawks, Solomon Hill, yo, dude, I still say, and I'm going to stand on it, like the Southern Soul artist, rest in peace, Theodis Ely, he said, stand up in it. Well, I'm going to stand on it that you rolled up. That was intentional. It wasn't no accident the way you rolled up. I watched it over and over. So, LeBron, I think Solomon Hill, yeah, he tried to be sneaky with it, but yeah, he knew what he was doing. He put a little extra, like a little to roll up on that ankle last year, but I digress. All right, everybody. Hey, listen, go back now. You got a chance. I'm about to wrap up. Go back and binge watch all my episodes, including the one from last night. Shout out to everybody in Virginia and New Jersey. We have a huge next week, a huge election for governor. We got a wannabe, a sneaky Orange Hitler. He's like a smiling Orange Hitler. Greg Youngkin is running for governor in Virginia against Terry McAuliffe, who used to be the governor. So he's running again. Hey, y'all, look, Virginia, we can't afford this. Look, so you know folks in Virginia, look, you may not like Terry McAuliffe, but you'll like little mini Orange Hitler me even less. You want to look like the state of Texas? This virtually made abortions, which are safe and legal in America, virtually made having a woman getting a safe and legal abortion illegal. You want schools afraid to teach the truth about American history. Oh, I don't want my child's feelings. Oh God, if we teach them about slavery, the truth about slavery and Jim Crow laws, oh, I don't want my children to hate themselves or hate their heritage. No, they don't have to hate their heritage. They can hate what you did. You don't have to hate the person, but you can hate the act of slavery and racism and Jim Crow and white supremacy. So maybe them feeling bad is a good thing. And you know why? Because if they feel bad, then they'll examine, why do I feel bad? Because what happened to a group of people was horrible. And I feel bad because I'm human. And it's a damn shame the adults don't feel bad. That's the question. You don't want the children to feel bad. Well, damn, how come you don't feel bad knowing about the atrocities of slavery and the atrocities that the colonizers, the people who discovered, who got lost, wound up on this land, wound up killing by the hundreds of thousands and maybe more the Native American indigenous people who were already here. This is their home. So, man, don't get me started. But I get into that. I go down that rabbit hole. Just go back and binge watch some of the past episodes. All right, everybody? So go back. Subscribe to the channel. What are we doing? Make sure you and everybody you know, even folks you don't know, even folks that you don't like and that you love, subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. To everybody you know. Thank you. The next live episode of the Geno Jones Show. It's going to be on Wednesday, tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And until then, I just got one more thing I want to say. Be blessed. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.